Sonic to me.
Hey, we back with another episode for the Gunshine State Podcast. I am your boy, me.
Hey, your boy Countdown in the building.
Blast off. My nigga Key is she's on the road, coming back doing her thing. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to Key. Make sure you stay safe. And I got your favorite podcast homeboy in the building.
What you say, your boy Young MOE?
And we got a very, very, very special guest, man. We got the OG, man. We got the living legend. I mean, be honest with you, you feel what I'm saying? Like you.
I'm cool. I'm still cool. I'm still cool.
You know what I'm saying? We got big cousin Frank Coleone in the building, man. What's going on, man?
Cooling, man. It's a pleasure.
Man, how you feeling, man?
Hey, man. Blessed and highly favored. That's how they say it.
See, you got your protection with you, man.
Yeah, my pit. That's my red nose pit. Old king.
Yeah, man. So what we do over here at the Gunshine State Podcast is a little bit different from when we first encountered each other.
Yeah.
We like to chill over here, shoot the shits, man. And we just gonna chop it up a little bit about you, how you came about your thing. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna go around the room, see how your week was. Countdown, how your week?
Week was good, man. Finished my project in school, got an A, got that 4.0 going still. Y'all need some, you need a cameraman, hit me up, let me know. You know what I'm saying? Netflix camera coming soon, this month actually. So I'm gonna be ready to rock and roll.
Talk that talk.
It's gonna be a good summer right here. But I got some footage of my wife's pregnancy. I'm gonna chop it up and do the video, put it out probably later tonight. Shit, that's all I got going. School next week, man. Back to the grind.
Mo.
What you got going, Mo?
Oh, man, y'all know streaming. All the streaming. Mo Reports, Courtside Chemistry, King Talk Podcast, King Talk Out the Dog. Just getting the content out there, man. That's what's most important right now. Content.
Frank, how your week been, man?
Oh, man. My week don't never stop. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I got a lot accomplished. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking on some new business ventures, Skitland been good, you know what I'm saying? Country Wayne have been doing their thing. My storyline is, sit down, man, sit. My storyline is getting a little interesting, add some more flavor to it, add some more sexiness to it.
Hold up, just cut you off, not to cut you off, but to cut you off real quick, because I don't want to forget my train of thought, man. What's up with Lil Hot, man? Where he at?
Lil Hot hiding, man. Lil Hot got to stay hiding, you know what I mean? We catch up with him, you know what it is. His head got to roll, so he got to stay on the ground.
Yeah, so Skitland good, man. And
yeah.
How everything? I know you got big things coming up. Got your mob boss week coming up.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that I've been working on. You know what I'm saying? We got like 100 more days before the date hit, July 9th through July 13th this year. And we got some stuff lined up. I can't really put it out there yet because I gotta lock it in.
Right.
But we're gonna turn the city up for the youth and the community. You feel me? It's all about that. You know what I mean?
That's a fact.
If you don't have a purpose, you're worthless. Not worthless, but worthless. You know what I'm saying?
Well, if you need some interviewers to walk around and interview it, let us know.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You the cameraman, hit me up.
That's working event.
Yeah, definitely, man. I want the whole city to be involved, man.
To work that event.
All entrepreneurs, all go-getters, man, just influence the youth, dog. Stop, just so they won't go down the wrong road. Right now, the youth, they brains are sponges, you know what I'm saying? So anything you can drop in there, any type of seed we can drop in our youth, they just got to water it. You know what I mean? We just do our part. You feel me?
Mm-hmm. That's what's up. I mean, you guys my week, y'all know I started a new gig. I ain't want to talk about what happened in my old gig until I start one. So shouts out to them niggas, but fuck them. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to be humble with with everything with that. But
everything happened for a reason.
Yeah, man, one door closed, another one opens.
For sure.
So we pushing P now, you know what I'm saying? So we out there getting that work, you know what I'm saying? Started a new podcast with this young lady, Miss Ramona. Shouts out to Miss Ramona at the Grand downtown. It's a nice event space. If y'all wanna weddings, receptions, if y'all want to do birthdays, any type of that type of thing. It's a great event space downtown, right across the street from the from City Hall. What that is, the courthouse, not City Hall. Right across the street from the courthouse. So
Okay.
so make sure y'all go ahead and Google the Grand Downtown, man. It's a great event space, and she got a podcast too, the Miss Talk a Lot podcast. That getting into that, it's a nice thing, man. So just keep venturing out, networking, man. Stay doing what we're doing. Y'all know we did an interview with Bigger Rankins. Shouts out to the OG Bigger Rankins. And
sure. Big bro.
And Bishop Harry over there, the Purpose Over Pain podcast, man. Make sure y'all go check that out on Spotify, man. That's over there doing numbers and everything. They going up over there, boy. I'm talking about they ain't bullshitting, man.
I call Pastor the hottest rapper alive. You know what I mean? He be spitting them bars. He don't know it though. He be spitting them bars.
And see, the crazy thing about it is he doing podcasting and he still ain't even tell his story yet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he like I sit there and be around him.
Yeah, you gotta say that probably for the next season.
You know what I'm saying? I pick up little jewels and little game of what he said, but he let you know that I didn't.
Oh yeah, he was out there. Shoot, I was out there beside him.
Man.
Yeah,
so speaking of that, man, coming up for people who don't know on our platform, man, where exactly are you from here in Jacksonville, Florida, man?
Out east,
man.
East side, Florida Avenue, all up through there. Jesse Street, Sparrow Street, Van Buren, all that. You know what I mean? We cross some tracks to 2-1 every once in a while. You know what I mean? But
see, I'm from Miami, so I don't know the. He gonna be out.
You following the way yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 21st and Phoenix. Yeah, all that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So how you got your start up in like? So when you jumped off the porch per se?
When I jumped off the porch?
Yeah.
Oh man. I had 2 kids when I was like 14, so I jumped off the porch before then. I jumped off the porch at 13. Me and my brother was 14, I had 2 kids, and, I was tricked because my big cousin them told me, hey, man, you can't get no girl pregnant, man. You shooting dog water.
That's what the old cousins used to say.
You got to shoot a blade.
I was shooting full clips twice at the same time, so I had to do what I had to do. So my mama told me, she said, hey, boy, time to be a man, you know what I mean? So I became a man early. I don't even remember playing video games, you know what I'm saying? That's how it really was for me. So, 13 jumped off the porch. I had to figure it out.
What was something like one of your some of your biggest hang-ups from jumping off the porch so early?
One of the biggest hang-ups is not understanding the system. You know what I mean? Not understanding when you get that F on your report card, it's for fucked. You know what I'm saying? That F is for fucked. Failure, you know what I'm saying? But, a lot of stuff happened. Everything, like I said, everything happened for a reason. So it's like, I figured it out. You know what I'm saying? I figured it out. Like, okay, I got this F on my report card now, called a felony at an early age. You know what I'm saying? Like, as soon as I turned 18, I believe, something like that. And it stopped me from doing a lot of things I want to do, carrying fire and all that. You know what I'm saying? But just know, and then they didn't really have a case. I just didn't know the system. You know what I'm saying? So I end up, having to rebuild myself as an entrepreneur, because ain't nobody want to hire nobody with no felony. Yeah. And some places don't even want you to live in the area if you got a felony. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
So I had to become an entrepreneur early. I had to figure out, I can't accept the bullshit. So I had to be me. You know what I mean? I had to do what I had to do. So
that's a fact.
Yeah.
Shit. I know. Got a question?
What's a crazy story you can tell us, man, from off the porch, man? That ain't gonna get you in trouble.
Crazy story. Oh boy, I got a lot of crazy stories.
Not to mention, because you was the owner of 3 4 strip clubs.
Yeah, 3. Yeah, that was early. But yeah, some of the crazy stories. Yeah, I talk about that when we first got into being an entrepreneur. Me and my brother, Marboss. Our first. That's what's up. our first venture was a gentleman's club, and I didn't know the rules and the laws. You know what I'm saying? So we thought the strip club they supposed to strip. You know what I'm saying? Butt naked. You know what I mean? so we ran it like that for a minute. You know what I mean? Like girls in there butt naked. Until Vice came. Vice came. They busted us, and then they gave me all the do's and the don'ts, all the rules. And that's how I found out the rules to the strip club business. You know what I'm saying? Here in Jacksonville, you know, girls can't, they supposed to wear full bottom, you know what I'm saying, bottoms, you know, but bikinis through the ass is a no-no, you know what I'm saying?
Just liquor or without liquor? Because they're two different rules?
Well, without liquor, you can be naked.
Okay.
But with liquor, they gotta have on full bottoms. They can't have on G-strings. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So it's you gotta wear out the differences. You know what I'm
Shouts
saying?
out to Miami. So why they able to do that in Miami? And
I mean, different cities got different laws. That's why you got your different, you know,
ordinances.
Ordinances and people who make their laws. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's different everywhere you go. It's like everybody got their own trap. This is how I want my trap to run. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I rock. You know what I mean? So.
I would think it was pretty hard trying to, like, you know, get in clubs and stuff like past the cities and stuff like that as a young man in the city. You feel what I'm saying? Entrepreneur, you and your brother. Like, can you tell us like what were some of the obstacles you had to overface to come and get like permits and
I mean,
things of that nature?
You just gotta know. You just gotta know the zoning laws. You gotta know. With Gentlemen's Club, everybody always asks me this question: how hard it is to open a Gentlemen's Club? It's pretty much it's a monopoly. You know what I'm saying? If everybody can open one, there'll be one on every block. You know what I'm saying? Anybody can open one, so they make it kind of to where you gotta have certain requirements. Like if you want a strip club here, you gotta have an entertainment license first. You can't just say, "Oh, I got a building, I got some liquor, and some girls dancing." They gotta have an entertainment license in Jacksonville, and they don't just hand them out. And you can't buy them. You basically gotta buy a club that already have them. You know what I'm saying?
What comes with that? An entertainment license?
But that's just for females to dance. You know what I'm saying? So that's what that license is for dancers to be able to dance. You know what I'm saying? Okay. The liquor license is something different. You know what I'm saying? If you want to sell liquor, you gotta have a liquor license. You gotta have your occupation license. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have your insurance.
Food license if you selling food too?
Yeah, and sometimes the liquor license will include the food. You know what I'm saying? They got something called 5149s. They the cheaper liquor license, but they're more for restaurants. So you gotta sell 51% food, 49% liquor. So that's how your books. That's how your books got to.
Do the same rules apply for just like a regular club? Like
Yeah. I mean, you don't need the entertainment license for the regular club. Yeah, you don't need an entertainment license. That's just for the strip club part of it.
Okay. So that only covers a strip club. Yeah. That's it. Like no sporting events or nothing else.
Well, the entertainment license. I mean, you could do any sporting event in any club, but I'm saying for the girls to dance, you gotta have that entertainment license.
I ain't know that.
I ain't know that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So I hear a lot of like rumors about liquor licenses. Is it true liquor license costs like $10,000? Or is that just a mill?
Man, you got liquor license costs $500,000.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? You got different kinds. You got the package store liquor license. I think they 503C or something like that. It's like people could come in and sit down and buy a drink, a cup, and then they could sell the whole bottle, like Total Wine or ABC Liquor. That's the ones that cost. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean, it depends on, because they go up and down. So it depends on the market, and if it's in high demand, then you might spend $500,000 for a liquor license. Yeah, you might spend $500,000. Some people lease them. You can get somebody that can lease your liquor license, and like I said, you can get the food and restaurant liquor license for the 5149. And it's different kind you get. They got some catering liquor license that don't cost that much, but you can only do certain events and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, they vary depending on what type of license it is.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
So what's I heard one of the biggest rumors. They say I don't know, maybe just like hood
We
nigga.
getting all these rumors cleared up
Yeah,
today.
yeah.
Today,
I'm
we
gonna
niggas.
tell you the best what I know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hood niggas. They say First Baptist own the liquor license. You got to go through First Baptist to get the liquor license.
Oh man, I done heard this crazy. I've heard that. That's crazy. I've heard.
I mean, they could own some, but I don't know what they own. But you ain't got to go through them to get no liquor license.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
What's the crazy one you heard? You was about to say it. Crazy rumor you heard?
No, I mean, I'm just,
Okay.
talking about the First Baptist situation. First Baptist had a lot of control of what happens in the city. You know what I'm saying? It was, they had their little plugs downtown. It was a big church. So certain things, they call Jacksonville Bible Belt, you know what I'm saying, city. So that means the church is going to try to keep, they got, sometimes you got to go through the city and stuff got to be voted on. And if they had a lot of power and a lot of pull, then they could stop stuff from happening. You know what I'm
Veto
saying?
all that shit.
Yeah. So they didn't want to. I mean, I think we supposed to have Six Flags here.
Busch Gardens.
They stopped that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm about to say, do you think that helps or hurts the city?
I was just finna stand.
I mean, I always like God's presence. I ain't gonna trip by that, but it gotta have a balance. You know what I'm saying? Anywhere you go, you gotta have your balance. You gotta have your party. You gotta have your peace. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
if it's just straight nothing, then the city too big for things just to be one way. You know what I mean? I tell everybody you gotta have the good in order for the you gotta have the bad in order for the good to make sense. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
So if they want to call it bad, I ain't gonna call it bad. But you know,
So
if you're partying and then you got your peace, you know what I'm saying? So you got to. I try to have my little balance. You know what I'm saying? I hit church on Sunday. I might go to the club on Saturday. You know what I'm saying? So it's that.
No, that's a fact.
Life is what you make it.
That's a fact.
So for like a young up and coming entrepreneur out here trying to make it, like, what's a piece of advice you can give them for the one he's just about to give up, like he on his last leg, he about to give it up, like what's something like some words?
Don't never quit. You know what I'm saying? Again, everything happened for a reason, and me, I done had a lot of bumps in the road. You know what I'm saying? So trial and error only make you stronger. You know what I'm saying? It get hard sometimes as an entrepreneur. But one of the number one things I would tell anybody, and I preach this now, and I mentor, make sure you invest in yourself first. I mean, get your credit right. Make sure you understand business. Make sure you do your research. Get you a mentor. You know what I'm saying? And with your credit being right, you can be the guarantor for your business credit. Because you can only use 33% of your personal credit. But you use your credit score to be the guarantor for your business credit. You can use 100% of your business credit. You know what I'm saying? You can run that to the top. But if you use too much of your personal credit, it hurts you. You know what I'm saying? So I got a little mentorship that I'm putting together now for young entrepreneurs. That'll be a part of Boss Week that's coming up in July. Getting them some game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we need that.
Yeah.
We need that.
Yeah,
We need
Old
that
niggas
game.
need game too.
Yeah.
I don't know nothing about what he talking about. I ain't gonna lie to you,
that game
nigga.
up.
Yes, and that's a lot of us don't understand.
It
because
never was taught.
We don't take the time to go and look at our 3 credit scores. I'm talking about thoroughly. Like, it's this app called Identity IQ. It costs $31 a month, but it covers you. It covers your it gives you protection from the black web. You know what I'm saying? It shows you everything that's on your credit, all the inquiries, everything. And then you can kind of work from there because you got it. You pull it up on your phone, and you can see everything. You know what I'm saying? Like Credit Karma and all that stuff, cool, but it don't really show you everything. You know what I'm saying? And then once you see what it is you need to do, you can just start working on getting that off. So I got a credit person that I deal with as well. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to get us under the understanding on how business is really ran. You don't really supposed to use your own money. You know what I'm saying?
Dan Dash told us that.
Yeah, you don't supposed to use your own money. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to have enough. Your credit score is your money. You know what I'm saying? So, but
So you referenced your brother earlier, man, Mob Boss, and for the people who from Jacksonville, they remember the music run and how y'all did things, man. Tell us some like some stories about like how it was trying to get your music played here in the city and outside of the city as well?
Well, when bruh came home, he came home in 2005. He ended up doing a Fed bid in the 90s, late, close 2000. He did an 8-year bid, so around about 2008, something like that, he did the Fed bid. He wasn't a rapper before he went in, you know what I'm saying? But then when he came out, he had some stuff to say, you know what I mean? And I'm telling this part of the story, and I'm gonna get to your question. When he came out, it's funny because he used to talk about he was a drill rapper when he came home. He was talking that crazy shit, and I was sitting down.
Drill before drill.
And I would tell him like, bro, man, people want to hear your story, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got some stuff to talk about. He was already, he had the whole rapper look. And he came home, cut up, long dreads, girls going crazy on him. So it wasn't hard for him to build his fan base. But I said, bro, they want to hear your story. He was a little upset because he was like, man, why you don't like my music? I'm like, bro, I don't want to hear that shit. Not killing, busting no head, none of that shit. And we had our little back and forth, but then he went in the studio. Him and nephew from this area too. They went in the studio. They started coming up with different, subjects like risking my freedom, the one you just played.
Right.
Risking my freedom. Yeah, so all that type of music you start making, and then automatically people start wanting to play it and get it on their own. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't really hard. Because we already had, Hustle House was like Cash Money / No Limit. Man. You know what I'm talking about?
When I first moved here, I used to always hear Hustle House, bro.
Yeah.
T-Birds days, I used to always hear Hustle House.
Yeah, we used to put out thousands of shirts, just give them away. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't hard. We had a lot of support. You know what I mean? I wish it would have went further, but when he passed away, that's when the city and the jail, so they started doing their gang stuff. That's when things was kind of changing, and they were trying to label us as a gang. So I kind of pushed back on it a little bit,
right.
just to regroup. You know what I'm saying? And even Pastor Harry had to do an interview for me on the news, let him know, that ain't we ain't affiliated with no gangs. But I shut it down. You know what I'm saying? I'm picking it back up now. It's called Hustle House United. It's more of uniting different artists, producers. You know what I mean? It's bigger than just a record label now. You know what I'm saying?
So I interviewed Mob Squad, Y Mola, and Lil T a few months back. And I asked them, like, the things that Mob Boss instilled in them, like, do they still practice those things to the day? And the way they talked about him, you could tell, like, he really did something for their life. Like, he really did something for them, man.
Yeah.
I can see how they still rep him to this day, like all the time.
What's so crazy, Lil T, he look a lot like Mob Boss too.
That's my boy right there.
But what's so crazy is Lil T was inherited. You know what I'm saying? He inherited the family. When my brother was locked up, he ended up having relations with Lil T mama. You know what I'm saying? And Lil T was a little boy then, and it was from the county. My brother was locked up. Lil T mama was a nurse at the county, and they locked eyes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And whatever happened in jailhouse, you know what I'm saying? People caught up with the situation, and she ended up losing her job, but Sean ended up going. Bro ended up going. I call him Sean, my mob boss. He ended up going to Fed prison, and she ended up still staying in contact, and they built a good friendship relationship. And Lil T was a little boy. He used to come down.
Makes sense.
So he ended up being that. Like, that's my nephew.
Yeah.
That's my nephew. Like, I got pictures of all of them growing up for 8 years now. They was right down in Jessup, Georgia. He did his whole 8 years in the Fed. Right there in Jessup, Georgia, about an hour and a half. So for 8 years, they grew up. All the pictures, you could see them growing with the pictures in the picture. And Lil T was right there in the middle of our kids, you know what I'm saying? So that's nephew.
Yeah.
That's nephew, for real. Yeah.
That's a dope-ass interview.
So you done been here, born and raised here, right? What would you say was one of the most biggest impacts that hit the city? Like, when was the city like the most vibrant? It was like it was moving and shaking for you. Not just for you, but like you noticed like an influx into the city.
When we got them Jaguars, when the Jaguars hit, they sit down, man.
95.
Yeah, around about 95, you know what I'm saying? The city, things was changing. We had Fred Teller, we had Leon Searcy,
Natron
Mean, Keely McCarter.
Baselli.
Yeah, man, we was turned up. The city had done. I seen the wave. I seen the incline. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And at the time that we had Mystique. That was our first gentleman's club right down the street, Main Street. So it wasn't too far from the stadium.
Right.
So all the boys used to come through. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so yeah. That was a big one for the city. I ain't gonna lie. Jaguars. They need to get back on it, but Jaguars turned us up when they first touched
Like you
down.
still be out there on the half on the game days. I be seeing you on the ground. You got the golf carts out there.
Yeah.
like y'all still be repping hard out there for them Jags, man.
Yeah, man. You know, you gotta support the city regardless of what they say. You know what I'm saying? They might say Jacksonville, whatever, but you know, support the city. You know what I'm saying? Support the city.
So that was I wanted to ask that, like, big and as nice as our city is, why aren't we looked at like Miami and Orlando and all these other cities? Like, what do you think is holding us back from getting that look on our city?
Well, you know, Miami and Atlanta are more metropolitan type city. They got a mixture of everything: Cubans and Haitians, Jamaicans, and you know what I'm saying? Like Jacksonville growing.
Black and white.
Yeah, black. Yeah, we just kind of black and white, but we growing. A lot of people moving here from the north. You know what I'm saying? They mixing babies. You know what I'm saying? So then I feel like in due time, a few more years, you know, you see change. You know what I'm saying? And it's just a process. It's a process. You know what I mean? And Jacksonville on the stove right now. But the good thing about Jacksonville is we sit 4.5 hours from Atlanta, 4.5 hours from Miami. So we sit with Pyramid, and then, you know, 4.5 hours from P-Cola. So all that under the Pyramid, Jacksonville gonna be good. Jacksonville gonna turn up. Yeah, I can see it.
Definitely. One of the most controversial questions on the Gunshine State podcast. Top 5 rappers, Florida rappers of all time.
Florida rapper. You know,
No order.
Of course, I'm gonna say Ross, Florida rapper.
Why you say the Miami artist?
You got Ross. You got, I mean, the ones that kind of laid the platform, the foundation.
I mean, you ain't gotta.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
I'm gonna get G Blood Raw.
It is
You know,
what it
I
is.
ain't no shit, so I ain't talking about the new generation shit. I'm talking about the shit that set the foundation. Trick, he had, you know, he set the foundation. You know what I'm saying? JT Money set the foundation. You know what I'm saying? From here, y'all might think I'm true. We got niggas 69 boys, 95 South, 69.
my bad.
Let's do
That
both.
was a fun time. That was a fun time.
That was fun time.
Shouts out to the 69
That's
boys.
what I'm
Break at his
saying.
finest, nigga.
They help build a platform for music in Florida. You know
Shouts
what
out
I'm
to the
saying?
69 boys.
You gotta
Spring
get
break
to
guards,
them.
nigga.
Like, for real.
What happened?
You know what I'm saying?
Spring break guards.
All right, bro, it's okay.
Nah, you want to play your little shits and dogs.
I mean, he's
I'm a rep for mine
That's
too.
4. We got one more, right?
all right.
Yeah, I
one
got
more.
one more. Let me say, Mob Boss.
There it is.
All right, bro.
Yeah.
Plies honorable mention.
I threw Plies in there. Yeah,
Honorable
yeah.
mention?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Plies still doing the thing.
Yeah,
too.
nah, he from
Plies,
Broward. He ain't
He
from-
real low key with it now.
Plies is a genius, man. He
Plies
know
is
how
a
to
marketing
pace
genius.
himself. You know what I'm saying? I like how he paces himself. And about every year he'll come over with that one hit and he'll throw an album behind and get the fuck out the way. And nigga let his numbers fluctuate. Like Plies be 20,000 and before you know it, the nigga be 60,000.
Dog, I
Marketing
think
genius, man.
Yeah.
I think Plies was like the first viral moment for me.
Yeah.
Which one?
The ran off on the plug twice. Shit.
Oh,
I think niggas was doing like that was like the first like
viral challenge.
look like challenge
type
shit.
shit.
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, damn.
I think everybody was doing like that was the
That nigga
thing.
planking was.
Damn.
Planking. All right.
Nigga planking niggas stiff on fucking produce in the stores and shit.
I planked a couple of times too. I ain't even gonna cap.
What is it?
Planking.
Remember when nigga was planking? Nigga would just stand
Just-
stiff on his shit.
Like, he'll just
You remember that?
You don't know
You talking about the mannequin shit?
No. This was like you might jump up and then just.
Nah, not even like you. Like
Or you'll be on a car, or you'll be like
I missed
on
that
the cantaloupes and the goddamn produce. Nigga sit that bitch planking.
I missed that one. Y'all planking on people. Shit, that's crazy.
I didn't do it, but that was a.
Nah, I definitely went into the corner store and planked on the beverages that
Damn.
was right there.
So
I missed that one.
how was Country Wayne? Like how was working with Country Wayne?
Oh, Wayne cool, man.
He seemed like a regular ass nigga, man.
He is, man.
regular
He-
country ass nigga,
He
man.
cool, dog. I'm talking about he don't act Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? He really opened the doors for a lot of individuals, including myself. So all respect. You know what I'm saying? Big respect for dog. You know what I'm saying?
To my mama, hey, my mama love Country Wayne. If you
For
can tell that, I told her, hey, there you go, Country
Yeah.
Wayne.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Nah,
he
man,
cool,
so-
real cool dude, man.
Dang. So speaking of that, you did start to venture into the skits and stuff like that, man. I don't even know if it's called skits. Like maybe it's like short form content or whatnot, because some niggas they take offense to that.
What, skits and long form content?
Yeah, like calling they shit skits.
It's called
I know
short
you.
film. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I call them skits.
Yeah, bro, that's what it's
three
called.
three
That's what they
minutes. You know
are,
what I'm saying? Get your 3 minutes in.
So like what made you do that? And what do you want to go with that?
What made me do it? Shit, that's the direction God sent me in. I mean, when I had a few troubles in my last strip club, Mascara, as well. Guy got killed. He didn't get killed on the property. Got killed like in the street. But being that these attorneys, when they see the money, they always come attack the clubs, and it ended up putting me in a situation where I had to close the doors because nobody wouldn't give me the $1 million in insurance I needed to stay open.
Oh, you
So-
own mascaras?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
And you know, no pun intended. I killed a couple niggas. I was a battle rapper. I killed a couple niggas in that too.
Yeah, on the other side. Yeah, he's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, I felt that chapter as far as the strip club was that chapter was kind of closed. It was time for me to move forward to something else. We always did like with the music. You know, movies come with the music, so I always look for opportunities to get in front of the camera. This situation was like I went to Atlanta. I bumped into me and Wayne and Chase Walker, we have the same dealer, Mercedes-Benz dealer. We bought all our cars from the same place. And
Humble brag.
yeah, Wayne them came down here and bought. I think he bought G-Wagon. I think they brought the Maybach truck. They had bought, but they bought it from Mr. Charlie. You know what I mean? He one of the bigger sales reps at Mercedes out at Blandon. And when I closed, you know, I went and switched my car out. I had a G-Wagon. I think I switched it out for the electric car or something I did. But anyway, I was talking to Mr. Charlie. Mr. Charlie said, hey, I mean, Wayne came through and they both said, whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm like, yeah. Man, I love to meet them dudes. You know what I'm saying? He was like, I plug you up with him. And he plugged me up with Chase, which is Wayne, you know, best friend. They the one started the skits together. And when I hit him up, I was like, man, I'm in Atlanta. Woo, woo, woo. He was like, pull up. But we kept missing each other. And I ended up coming back to Jacksonville. And he hit me up. He was like, hey, man, I think I got a role for you to play in this skit. I ain't really even know nothing how that shit work. But it's improv. So they give you a subject. You might say,
Freestyling acting.
yeah, it's like say, okay, Vice just hit your house, and you got caught in some work in the other room, but you in the front room. How you gonna? What would you say? You know what I'm saying? What would you do? What would you say? And it's no cussing, so I had to learn how to not cuss and be a fast thinker because it's 3 minutes or more that we got to do one take. So there's no editing or none of that. So you gotta you got to be quick on the draw. But once the storyline start, you can start thinking and adding in what happened before, and your conversation, 3-minute conversation, everybody just kind of bounce off each other. You know what I'm saying? So, Chase Walker taught me how to really, pay attention to what happened before, and also stay in tune with the storyline. So, yeah, that's how that go. You know what I mean?
Oh, damn.
Yeah, that's how it
That
goes.
sounds fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun, but it can be kind of challenging too. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? It's because and Chase he a perfectionist, so he like to produce. He be behind the camera, so he like if you ain't popping off, you gonna cut that bitch in the middle. Start over, and you got to start over and try to keep the people engaged. It's just like this.
dope.
You wanna. When you talking to your fans and shit on social media, you want to keep them engaged.
Right.
So you got to be on top of your shit to keep them engaged without cussing, without saying nigga, without looking at the cameras. A little few things you got to know. So yeah. So it's fun, but it's challenging sometimes.
Damn. That's what's up, man.
Yeah, that's good, man. Hey, I got a question. You know how the kids they see somebody like you and they'll be like, he has a jury, he got a nice ring, this nice pit bull,
King.
but they don't see that the L's that comes with it. You know what I'm saying? What are some of the L's that you can share with people that you learned from the most?
Man, listen,
Good
so
question.
many L's. Like, I mean, some of the L's that I can share, like, I done, like I said, I had murders at my club. You know what I'm saying? I had 3 murders at my club, and you can't give up. You know what I'm saying? You gotta just really just keep pushing through. Find that whatever can be done, try to get it done, get back on your feet, keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? And on the outside looking in, yeah, people see this, they see cars and all that stuff. But to me, I tell them all the time, it's part of the uniform. You know what I'm saying? This is just part of the uniform. Now, this is sentimental, you know what I mean? But, even the dress code, King, everything promo. You know what I'm saying? Everything promo. And you got to just know, like, on the outside looking in sometime, I don't mind telling somebody, hey, boy, he ain't looking too good right now. You know what I'm saying? If somebody come holler at me and need some help, he ain't looking too good. You know what I'm saying? But when I get it back together, you got me. You know what I'm saying? And one of the things that's a challenge is whenever you looking your best, everybody think you ain't got no problems. You know what I'm saying? Everybody think your shit just so smooth. When it's the opposite, because the more, like Puffy and Biggie said, the more money, the more motherfucking problem. They can't see them lawsuits. They can't see when the clubs close down, you still gotta pay the motherfucking bills. They can't see your personal life when the club on hold, your personal life still going and you still gotta pay the motherfucking bill. Because rent man don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? The bill man don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? But on the outside looking in, they can see what they see on the surface. You know what I'm saying? When you looking through that window, you be like, God damn, boy, you got some problems. I'm good at keeping my head up through adversity. I'm good at just keeping my chin up. You know what I'm saying? And always try to prepare yourself for adversities. You know what I'm saying? You want to prepare yourself. It's gonna come. You got to be prepared for it. I mean, and one thing I tell people too: don't live above your means, man. Just we black people got a big habit of as soon as they get some money, they go get this shit. Shit, you better go get that credit right. You know what I'm saying? You better go get you a cash car and some cheap mortgage around the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? That way you know you winning. You know what I mean? So yeah.
One more. You got any ink work?
None.
So what made you fight that stereotype?
Man, just not having time for one. And then my bro, we go out fearing men. You know what I'm saying? So my grandma and them used to say like, that's a sin to get inked up.
That's how you gonna meet your maker.
Yeah,
I heard that too.
That's a sin. But as I got older, I'm like, I'm getting one. Like right now, I might be the oldest nigga in the world gonna get a tattoo. I'm gonna go get me one. Though. I'm gonna go get. I always wanted a sleeve. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's just time. I ain't time, bro. Like I'm telling you, as soon as I jumped off the porch, I just always been
On go.
all the time. I'm just now kind of relaxing and enjoying the wind. You know what I'm saying? Smelling the air. You know what I'm saying? You know, playing in the water. I'm just really just starting to do that. I hustle all my life. So yeah.
That's what's up.
So with the you starting to do the skits and it seemed like you like doing them and things like that. Have you ever thought about like starting your own production company?
Oh, yeah.
And taking it,
Yeah.
you know.
I already have.
Oh damn, okay.
I already have. I got all the big cameras, all that stuff. I don't even know if that shit needed nowadays, but I got a whole warehouse full of that shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's time to pull it out. You know what I'm saying? And what I'm looking for, because I was just telling somebody the other day, I had to do a skit, a hospital skit. I hope I don't get in trouble, but I had to go check in to the hospital in order to get it. Because one thing with Wayne, them, you know, Chase Walker, them, they want everything to be so.
So you had to go to the hospital.
So I get the whole.
Yeah, I feel you.
You know what's so crazy? I had to go to the hospital anyway because I had some other shit that happened to me. Had a little situation.
But while we there, let's get this content.
Yeah. Go and get the content. But it was good because I had the IV and all this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Dope,
but my point of saying that is, I'm planning on building a warehouse with some studios in it. You know what I'm saying? The way people ain't got to go all the way to Atlanta. They ain't got to go all the way to Miami to get a jailhouse scene or interrogation room or hospital. You know what I'm saying? Like we need some movie sets. We don't have that.
You going to 50 Cent, Tyler Perry route?
Yeah, on the smaller level till I can get there. You know,
No, that's still
the
the route.
Yeah. Cat Williams just bought one too, like a whole, compound.
I did
and shit.
see that.
Yeah, no.
Then we have a female who did something like that, but it didn't work, like a content building.
Talking about selfie showroom.
Selfie showroom.
Selfie showroom.
Yeah.
Oh, it's still going?
Oh, Lil Turner, right?
It's still up.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Yeah,
to
but
him.
selfie room more.
You been there? I haven't been there.
I haven't, but it's more of, if you're gonna do a selfie room, it ain't gonna be nothing like a hospital bed.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, ain't gonna have
That
no
shit
set
gonna
like
be
a
a-
sets and shit
Okay.
like that.
You have some swings and butterflies and shit.
Oh, okay,
Something
okay.
nice. You know what I'm saying?
So I guess
That's
more for
dope.
taking photos or whatnot.
Yeah, photos.
Bro, that'd be so clutch. There's so many actors in the city.
Bro,
Actresses.
then you could go
There's
right
so
there,
many.
get
That's
your scene
clutch.
or whatever, and get up out of there.
That's a fact. What you got coming up?
Boss Week. That's my main focus right now, Boss Week. You know what I'm
We're
saying?
trying to get out there and do some interviews, man. We're trying to be the interviewers for Boss Week,
Hey,
man. Holla at us now.
Hey,
We trying
y'all
to get
already
out.
locked, baby. Y'all already locked.
One more.
That's
Hey,
a bet.
Yeah.
we was in the barbershop debating this. Was the Super Bowl week the funnest week in Jacksonville? Yes or no?
That's what I was thinking
Funnest
about.
week.
We say yeah, but I say yeah because for me. But what you say? What's the
Yeah,
funnest
yeah,
week?
yeah. It was Super Bowl. I give them that.
That shit
Yeah.
was so
Man, that
live
whole
in the
week-
city, bro.
man,
Running
the
in the
whole
celebrities,
week.
all in the Regency.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun, bro.
Oh, but what else I'm doing? I'm gonna do a podcast. Me and King, we're gonna do a podcast in the Wraith, Bars Under the Stars. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
But you got to get there. I seen Mike Smith do something similar. I've been had this idea in my head.
Drive around in the wheel. Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
but we gonna get him in there. It's all about making it to that passenger seat to tell your story, listen to your music, and you're up under the stars. Because my whip got the star package. All of them ain't got the star package. So
That's tough.
that's bars under the
It's
stars.
outside,
Yeah.
Oh, man.
He pulled up in it.
Yeah, but it ain't just the rappers and music. I want to do entrepreneurs, period. You know what I'm saying? I want to hear what they got going on. You know what I mean?
dope.
That's dope.
Create that platform. This is my
That's
little
dope.
co-host. He gonna be my co-host. King.
Countdown, what you got coming up?
School, man. Get this camera this month, and I'm on go mode, bro. I'm about to Lil Wayne mixtape these niggas with
Hey.
this camera. I swear I'm about to, bro. You gonna get tired of me, bro. I swear.
What you doing? Video?
Everything, anything that take a camera, I'm there. You know, I can write. So far, we did skits. We done learn how to do industry standards of skits. A lot of industry standard stuff. I go to Full Sail,
Okay.
digital cinematography. So
Okay. Yeah. That's what's up.
rocking that 4.0, trying to keep it. You know what I'm
4.0
saying?
shouting.
Yeah, 4.0 shouting, nigga. What you got going on?
Mo?
Content, y'all know what's up, man. King Talk Podcast, King Talk Out the Dog, Courtside Chemistry, the Mo Reports, all that shit, man. Content over everything, dog.
For sure.
That's a fact.
Frank, what you got going on this week, man?
Real.
This week,
What you got coming on this week?
my mama's birthday Wednesday, so
Happy
she
birthday.
gonna
Happy
have
birthday.
Me, that's what's up. She gonna have me tied up. probably all this week. It's gonna be her week. You know what I'm saying?
As it should be.
But in between time, I'll be getting the podcast ready. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, I can get y'all boys support.
Man,
help
you
me
locked in like you told us. You locked in.
Yeah. I mean, with the ideas, man, I just,
man.
I love to huddle up. You know what I'm saying? Get ideas, fresh ideas, keep it moving.
That's a fact.
What you got going, Five?
Like Mo say, man, content. We got Purpose Over Pain, Pastor Harry podcast. YouTube starting to go crazy. He got the clips going. Couple thousand views on the clips, man. Make sure y'all go check that out. Purpose Over Pain on HLW2 on YouTube. I got the Miss Talk A Lot podcast. She going good. Like, so we just working, man.
Content.
Everything, man. We keeping it going, man. Like Frank said, man, we finna see we put everybody together, man. Make sure everybody in their lane together, man. You know what I'm saying? And just take it over together, man. Other than that, man, make sure y'all go subscribe, like, comment, everything you do what you do at YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, everywhere get your podcasts. It's GSPN.